Happy Pride. This is part 2 of my list of people that were in Nature Boy's cult known as Carbonation that either weren't in the Hulu documentary and were terrible, or were in the documentary and were a lot more terrible than the documentary led us to believe. One of the men who was not in the documentary but was really bad was someone named Musa. Musa was in Carbonation probably as early as 2018 to 2019. Of all the men in the cult, Musa probably mirrored Nature Boy's personality and his antics the most. Musa was pretty bad before he even got to the cult. Before the cult, Musa got a girl pregnant. He gave her herpes, or she gave him herpes. That we will never know. But what he did afterward, getting her pregnant, is that he would still continue to have sex with other women, knowing he has herpes, and did not disclose that to them. And yes, he has said this on film. But Musa would end up getting 2 girls in the cult pregnant, one being Joy and the other one I can't remember. Joy would end up trying to leave the cult, and Musa would sign the paper signing over his rights for the baby and leave her and the baby stranded in Panama or Nicaragua. I can't remember. I think her name's Anaya. I'm not sure. But Anaya is a bird of all birds. Anaya is another one like Sheba who presents herself very innocent, very unassuming, and very soft. But Anaya is a big snake. Anaya is one of the last people of the cult to support Nature Boy. Anaya lied under oath several times. She even told the most laughable lie when the prosecutor asked her about this people being slapped on social media. Anaya would say that, oh, we mirrored that after the Chris Rock segments, even though the Chris Rock thing happened after the cult was even dismantled. She stirred up a lot of drama amongst the cult with her own family, and Anaya also had a child that she left behind to join the cult. Another person that was pretty terrible as far as the men who was in the documentary was Solar. Now, if you remember Solar, he was the one that kind of made that infamous statement about people drinking Nature Boy's semen. Solar, now, I will say of all the men, Solar probably did the least amount of terrible things. However, he was also the most submissive to Nature Boy. Solar would get not 1, not 2, but 3 other girls pregnant in the cult. He got a girl named Zoka pregnant, and Zoka was drinking very heavily. And when the time came to deliver the baby, Zoka actually ended up delivering a stillborn. He didn't really mention any type of effort to stop her from drinking, even though she's pregnant with his child. After Zoka delivered the stillborn, Zolar will go on to lie to social media and say it was the umbilical cord that unalived the baby. Solar will also go on to have a baby with Velvet, who I mentioned in the last video. And Solar also made an attempt to try to start a new Carbonation and a new cult after Nature Boy got arrested. He also was a scammer. He also did a lot of PPE loans, bad checks, and he actually ended up getting one of the other members, former members of the cult, arrested by giving her into smuggled drugs, and they went really, really bad. Lastly, someone else who in the cult, and this may be a little controversial, was Janae. Because number one, Janae is the one that eventually made the call to action to take Nature Boy down. She was assaulted, she was abused by him, and she was the only person in the entire cult, even more than Velvet, who actually saw it through for him to go to jail. The problem with Janae, and what the documentary does not mention about her, is that number one, she was very like Velvet. Like Velvet, Janae caused a lot of chaos and a lot of drama, and she exacerbated a lot of Nature Boy's conflicts. She, like Velvet, would go to other cult members or rival cult members of Nature Boy. She openly put on live how Nature Boy spreads STDs, STIs, and he would still take her back. And she also unknowingly started the argument that she actually was into Solar. She played between Solar and Nature Boy and somebody else a lot too. She was really clout hungry and thirsty. Do I feel bad for any of these people?